Urban Artificial Intelligence Strategic Thinking Media Platform. We got to talk about the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane situation. It's been going viral for several days. A lot of different opinions. I'm hearing some crazy stories, some not so crazy stories, some believable stories, and some unbelievable stories. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know, what have y'all heard about this story. None of this stuff has been confirmed. All right. I don't even know if the meeting in Los Angeles has been confirmed. So I took my time making this video. I didn't want to incriminate anybody or say anything crazy that, was very far from the truth. We don't know what's the truth. We don't know what isn't. All of this is alleged. I just want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what information has been confirmed. If any has been confirmed, y'all get in the comments and let me know. Now, we all heard the original story. I'm sure y'all are familiar with it. Allegedly, Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane met in a studio in Los Angeles. I guess they got into a verbal altercation. It was some type of business disagreement. What I'm hearing is that it was over the contract, all right, for whatever reason. And we're going to talk about the possible reasons in a few. For whatever reason, Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane not seeing eye to eye. Pooh Shiesty wanted out of his 1017 contract. It's a lot behind why he wanted to get out of it. I'm hearing different things. People saying Gucci had him in a slave deal, royalties and publishing that belong to Pooh Shiesty. Is this true? I don't know. All of it is alleged. Either way, no matter what the issue was, Pooh Shiesty wanted out of the deal. Him and Gucci Mane got into a verbal altercation. All right. After the verbal altercation, Pooh Shiesty exited the building. All right, he left. He wasn't on the scene. And then allegedly, some California Crips ran down on Gucci Mane. They took his watch and his wedding ring. Allegedly, all of this is alleged. None of this has been confirmed. Now, I want to say this before I get into it. There was a post, all right, of Pooh Shiesty. They were saying that Pooh Shiesty was locked back up, and his release date was in April. Now, it was shocking to me how many people reposted this. All right, people that I'm friends with on social media, that I know personally on social media, was reposting this, saying, "Look, Pooh Shiesty got arrested for robbing Gucci Mane." Y'all, we have to stop spreading false information. Do y'all understand that Pooh Shiesty is a convicted felon? Okay, he is a convicted felon on federal probation. If he kidnapped and robbed somebody, do y'all think it would really make sense that he would be released in April, y'all? So y'all think he could rob somebody else, kidnap him, rob him, and then he would be released in April? Come on, man. Use some common sense. Because this information was, held so tightly to whoever was involved, a lot of people were saying the wrong things. I'm gonna start with Tasha K. All right, Tasha K and Seti Nash, y'all both reported the story. All right, y'all are the two main people. Salute to both of y'all's platform. I check both of y'all platforms out from time to time. Y'all both have good information. Y'all are both very entertaining. But in this specific situation here, y'all both said Gucci Mane was robbed at gunpoint by Pooh Shiesty or either Pooh Shiesty affiliates. All right. Y'all said jury was taken. Then the story changed. Okay, it was no jury taken. It was just a conversation. Then I heard another story about it wasn't any jury taken, but it was more than a conversation. They ran down on him with guns and they forced Gucci Mane to sign a document, I guess, releasing Pooh Shiesty from 1017 so Yo Gotti could sign him to CMG. Do y'all know how hot that would be? Do y'all know how much attention that would draw to everybody in the situation? The police would be talking to Yo Gotti. The police will be talking to everybody if that was to happen. We don't know if any of that is true. Seti Nash and Tasha K. Tasha K just didn't post the next day. Seti Nash dropped a whole bunch of videos trying to backpedal, basically saying that he got fed false information. Seti Nash went so far as to say, "Yo, Gucci, I can get your jury back. I can get your jury back." Which is crazy, man. The whole street blogger thing, y'all, we have to really understand. No, if you're a blogger, nobody looks at you as a street guy. All right, if you're a blogger, if you own YouTube, doing what I'm doing what Seti Nash doing what the Games for the doing what DJ Academics, King AK-47, Trenches News, all of the bloggers, even the ones who discuss street stuff, nobody thinks bloggers are street. And Seti Nash, that is a fault that I've seen in his reporting. Acting like he is so close to the streets and he's so tied in, going as far as to tell Gucci Man that he could get his jewelry back. How crazy is that? If he really knew inside information like that, I don't think he would be saying it on the internet. If he knew the guys who personally did this, he wouldn't be saying it on the internet, man. That's how we know he probably doesn't know. Again, he tried to backpedal and change the story, basically blaming somebody else for the false information. But in his video, he said he was 100% sure that Gucci Man got robbed. It's been so many different type of stories. I don't know what to believe. Now, what they're saying is what caused the initial rift between Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man was how Gucci Man treated or handled the career and the death of Pooh Shiesty's little cousin, which was Big Scar, a Memphis rapper who was pretty nice, man. I was just starting to get into Big Scar's music. I got a homeboy who was a big fan of him. He was always listening to his music. So when Big Scar passed, I was like, damn, this is crazy. Y'all seen all the viral videos. Scar's sister came out and said Gucci only gave $10,000. Then she backpedaled herself and said, well, he gave 10 to us and 10 to somebody else, so he gave 20 overall. But she still said Gucci really wasn't there for their family after Big Scar passed. They probably was trying to say Gucci could have been more of a role model for Big Scar. Maybe if he sat down and talked to him about the drug use, things would be different. We don't know. But apparently, allegedly, that was an issue that Pooh Shiesty had with Gucci, how he handled Big Scar career before and after. And we all remember when Gucci Man dropped everybody from 1017 except for Fujiano and Pooh Shiesty. When you see things like that, that is kind of evidence of some poor management. All right. It all starts at the top. When you run a business, when you own a business, when you do any type of entrepreneurial endeavors, me myself, I'm familiar with entrepreneurial endeavors, none like what on the scale what Gucci Man was doing with 1017. We talking about hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. But at the end of the day, if the business fails, it's the owner's fault. Everything falls back on the owner. So when we seen Gucci Man drop all them artists, that was a red flag. Something is wrong. Something's not going right with the business on his side. I've never seen that before. If there's anybody in the comments in the whole history of hip hop who has ever seen a CEO drop every single artist except two, that's kind of saying, okay, man, all these people can't be fuck ups. You're probably fucking up somewhere. Now, the second part of this, Pooh Shiesty getting out of his deal to sign the CMG. I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm hearing anything from 7 million to 15, 16, 17 million dollars that Yo Gotti and CMG was willing to give Pooh Shiesty to come over to CMG. A lot of people said it makes sense. Big 30s over there, Moneybag Yo, just a Memphis powerhouse. And it's kind of hard for me to talk about the situation without talking about, how Gucci, the missteps that he made. But in my opinion, he made some pretty important missteps when it comes to handling his situation with Gotti. We know that there was beefing, and Gucci Man, beefing with Yo Gotti, he just signed up a whole bunch of Memphis artists. I think that was a mistake, and I'll talk about it. I got some other content coming where I'm gonna get deeper into that. Pause. But just for surface level talking now, I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what type of move was this for Yo Gotti. Did Yo Gotti orchestrate this? Did he want this to happen? And if that's the case, why did Pooh Shiesty go about it this way? I'm sure it was an amount of money that could have got him out of his deal. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But lawyers and negotiation probably would have worked, better than this alleged kidnapping and robbery. I mean, if you have Yo Gotti backing you, the lawyers that he has access to, the money that he have access to, I'm sure they could have cut a agreeable deal with Gucci Man. I'm not for sure because I know, Pooh Shiesty as an artist, he about to be a cash cow. He one of the hottest, or he's probably the hottest rap artist right now at the moment as far as anticipating the album. Everybody is anticipating his music. His first day out, it was a legendary first day out, classic first day out record. I'm still listening to that. I know a lot of people are still playing that record, but he could have found a better way to get up out this deal if this is true. I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. And again, what is how is this smart move for Yo Gotti? Acquiring Pooh Shiesty this way, I don't know, man. This could lead to more violence, in my opinion, man. But y'all get in the comments. Let me know what's about to happen with CMG. If they did rightfully acquire Pooh Shiesty, are they the hardest label in rap? Is CMG the hardest label in rap if they got Pooh Shiesty? Get in the comments and let me know, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.